Hey, Big Dave the Middle-Aged Gamer here with another episode of Morrowind. And we have a murderer to take care of, and a tax cheat. Turns out they're the same guy. It's for Gilnith. If you remember how things shook down the last episode, then next couple of seconds probably not going to bug you, but still. Alright, so here's the deal. We found a dead tax collector. Talked to some people. Turned out there was a lady who's very upset by his death because they were dating and wants his ring back because she gave it to him and she wants something to remember him by. Fair enough. And the excise office wants us to bring justice on the would-be murderer. Now, it seems obvious who it is just from the list here. Somebody owes a lot more than he thinks he's supposed to, and clearly not happy about it. That would be this fetcher. Let's talk to him. Is there something I can do for you? Select murderer processus vitalis. That fetcher? You're damn right I did him in, and good thing too. He was skimming a load of money off from all of us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always flaunting his money around, showing off his new clothes and jewels. So I killed the bastard and left his body out there to rot with all his ill-begotten gold still on him. Sorry, that is no excuse for murder, and your punishment has been decided. You're one of them, huh? Come to kill me? Well, give it your best shot, Red Guard. I have no problem spilling more of the blood of the Emperor's lackeys. So let's pop our axe out. Let's wait for him to attack. Few power attacks, no problem. And we've got some gold, processes his ring, and his clothing, and a tankard. Everything else looks like it is stealable. But that doesn't mean we can't read the skill book. That's our first skill gain this entire time. Alright, so first things first, we're going to head back to his to Processus' girlfriend. Ivana Verano, I think her name was. Sweet lady. Did not deserve this.
Make it quick, Outlander.
I don't mind Big David hunting. Always happy to help someone like you. What's on your mind? Oh, you found the ring I gave him. Thank you so much, Big David Hunding. It's good to have something to remember him by, though I'll never see him again. Here, take this. He usually traveled with a couple when he was doing his job, but he didn't this last time. If only he had. Oh, jeez, dear. Hey, talk about the murder. I still can't believe he's gone. She's still taking it hard, but we got some health potions. So that's pretty cool. Still feel bad for her, though. Alright, back to the excise office. Let's turn this in. Cute little rat there. Alright.
Yes, friend.
Did you say something? I heard you've been asking around about his murder. Glad to see this matter brought to its completion. Here's your reward, Big David Hunding. Good to see there are still some citizens who understand their loyalty to our Emperor. We now have 500 gold burning a hole. Alright, so obviously the next stop here is a Real's Trade House to spend some of that money. Get some more armor, for starters. Welcome to a Real's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. If you want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions or our most popular scrolls? Sure, popular potions. Cure common disease and cure blight disease potions are most popular with travelers. Fortify strength, endurance, speed, and agility are very helpful in combat. Fortify personality is popular with merchants and shy people. Of course, fortify fatigue keeps you fighting at your best. Restore health and restore fatigue are perhaps our most popular items. And for a short burst of power during a fight, you can't beat Grief, Shine, Flynn, Masti, and Sajama. Vigor and Vitality are our best-selling bargain items, restoring fatigue and health respectively. Almsaving Intervention and Divine Intervention transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine, good for routine or emergency transportation. Heartwise helps with Persuasion, Summon Skeletal Minion brings help in a jiffy, and Drathis' Winter Guest does a lot of damage at a touch. Handy to whittle a too tough opponent down to size. Well, first. Well, we can sell the Nook over Iskar. And okay, that gets rid of all the crap we don't need. Now, let's look at stuff we could use. Okay. Chitin gear, no. Imperial chain coif. It's a maybe. But I want to look at steel. It's heavy, but it's our best bet for protection. So what are we currently wearing? The Imperial Chain Cuirass and a steel helmet. Right, so we already got a headpiece, so that's good. Alright. Steel greaves. Steel right gauntlet. One steel left gauntlet. A steel tower shield. Maybe not yet, because we have a two-handed weapon. And we'll still need something for our feet. Titan boots. There's also Nordic fur boots. Only boots we have available are light armor, which does not do us any good. No pauldrons either. The charge on our weapon. Oh, just fine. How'd that happen? Okay. Alright, well, that will get us more protection at the very least. Really not much we need here weapon-wise. And there's no point in lugging a shield around if we can't use it, right? So, I think that's about it there. Let's look at the magic section of things. There's scrolls and potions. Well, I mean, if we had anything resembling alchemical talent, I'd pick that up because I love doing alchemy in Morrowind. I will, however, pick up an armorer's hammer. Because you will need to bang out your gear. There we go. And take a look at the spells that he's got. Not much. Cheapest ones he's got is Resist Magicka for 5 points and Father's Hand. Which gives us Sanctuary and Resist Magic. Which is something, I guess. But we're not good enough for stuff like that. We're never gonna be. Oh, wait, and tiny little fireball. With that said, hold up. There is one thing we could get. Because we do need some range. And what do we got? Kite and arrow, iron arrow. Kite and arrow is 1 to 2. Iron arrow is 1 to 3. And I found a mod that makes ammo weightless. We'll take that. And is there a bow? It's a kite and short bow. And I believe that's the only one, so well, better than nothing. We'll take those. Drop the price down 1. So we can get a little bit of practice with our mercantile. Ready the arrows. Put on our steel armor. And yeah, that does take the axe out. Okay, so we're a little better off now than we were. And we should still have some cash left over. Still have 268 gold, so that's something. Okay, it is about 6 p.m. So we have a little bit of time to kill.
Can we hurry this along?
So what we're going to do is we're going to save after all of that.
What's this about?
And we need to kill a little bit of time before we go and spy on Fargoth. So if we go this way, we're going to run into something rather amusing. Should be around here. Splat. And this is Tarhiel. Now, I'm going to mention this now. One of the coders, or someone with that in the development of this game, was a huge Duke Blue Devils fan. And for those who don't know, Duke Blue Devils are a college sports team from Duke University, who are most notable in basketball. And they have a big rivalry with the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. So, of course, a Duke fan would name somebody who falls to his death Tarhiel. Well, Tarhiel has a magic one-handed blade. Oh, hell yeah. Clovian fur helm, an extravagant robe, and extravagant shoes, scrolls of Icarian flight, fortified by acrobatics, 1,000 points for 7 seconds on self, and a handful of that. And Tarhiel's journal. I believe I may have found the correct formula for the spell I am developing. With it, I will be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the service. If all goes well, I will test out the new spell tomorrow. I believe I have worked out all the possible complications. It will allow me to leap great distances, covering many hundreds of miles. Never before has one been able to travel in this manner, vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, all without that terrible disorientation of a spell of flying. The time is almost upon me. My research is finished and all my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this. We'll see who laughs after I leap to the top of their towers and scream out my success. And the book's worth a fair amount too, but now... Slight inconvenience, but totally worth it. We need to head back to town. We need to head back to town because now we have a one-handed weapon, and if y'all have seen me play anything from Bethesda before, you know I'm a lot happier with a one-handed weapon because I can block. Now, blocking handles differently in this game than in Skyrim and Oblivion. Skyrim and Oblivion, blocking is a lot more active. In Morrowind, it's more passive. So, well, we run back to Saint Anin. Now, for those who are wondering, is there fast travel in this game? The answer is a big, fat, hairy no. There is no fast travel in Saint Anin, but at the same time, there's no fast travel in Morrowind, but at the same time, there is. Let me explain. In Morrowind, there's no fast travel like in the other two games from point A to point B, all willy-vanilly.
Can we hurry this along?
However,
Quickly.
in Morrowind, there are a bunch of spells that you can get your grubby little paws on. I mean, Ariel just explained it, that you can use to teleport to different places. ZV Intervention will allow you to teleport to any, whatever it's called, Dunmer Cult Temple. And then you have Divine Intervention, which will allow you to transfer to any Imperial Cult Temple. At the same time, there's Mark and Recall. A mark allows you to throw down a spot wherever you want, and then Recall allows you to go back to that mark. There's also a bunch of fast travel services, Silt Striders, which will take you to a bunch of different places. There's boat services in some places. The Mages Guild has beacon travel from one Mages Guild to another. And finally, as you will discover later in the game, there are these ruins that connect to each other as you discover them and allows you to travel between them, which is really fascinating. So while there's no direct point A to point B, if you plan well enough, you can work around it really nicely. Alright, let's go back to talk to Ariel. First, we're going to sell our axe. We're not going to need it anymore, ever. We are, however, going to grab the Steel Tower Shield. I'm not... Whoa. Just need one. Where's my damn shield? Okay, that's my helmet. Where's my damn shield? Oh no, there it is. I'm just oblivious. Okay. Now that we got that squared away, sell that. What do we got? The Icarian flights. They sell pretty well, but we're going to hold on to those because you never know when you're going to need them. And I guess we don't need that anymore. We can sell Tarhiel's journal because we're not going to need that anymore. I should probably eat these to learn something. Alright. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna eat those. Alright, well, so much for that. I was promised that they would teach us something. Time check is 8 p.m. 8:20 to be precise. Okay, now it's going to be time to help Riskar shake down Fargoth, so we're going to go to the lighthouse. And we're going to stand there for like an idiot for a bit and watch Fargoth do his thing. Now, to be fair, I know where to go, but it's kind of a scripted thing, so pain in the neck, but what are you going to do? Alright, so up the stairs. The Wraith's wedding dowry. Okay. Read that. And gain a point in unarmored. Okay. Now. We just sit here and wait. Basically what we're going to be doing is waiting for a little guy with a torch who's over there. We want to wait for him to sneak over here and put something in this stump here. Now, as you can tell, we are a heavily armored clod. Stuff, with absolutely no ability, sneaking is not going to be a very useful thing. But any little bit helps, I guess. But yeah, you can see Fargoth off to the right a little bit. He's right there. And we're just going to have to wait. Let this fool do his thing. And you can see the time up in the top right corner of your screen. And time moves pretty quickly here in Morrowind. Is it like a second or something? Oh, God damn it. You know when it does that. So yeah, we're just waiting for this to occur. And I'll show you how this goes. Alright, 9:50, almost 10 o'clock. It should be happening pretty soon. I mean, it doesn't help that you still got a couple of people moseying around his hiding area. And although, to be fair, I don't see him. Ah, there he is. Ah, there he goes. He's sneaking. You see him? And then he stopped suddenly because he saw somebody there. How stealthy do you think you're going to be while holding a torch, buddy? Hold on, what's the lie that the drunks throw at you in Skyrim? Are you trying to hide? Because I can see you plain as day. And we got one chick just sitting there, just standing there like an idiot. She hasn't moved in hours. I don't know if she has anything. We got somebody else over here with a torch as well. Alright, there he goes. He's making his move. You see him? And he wandered into the muck. He's sitting there for a bit. And once he wanders off, we'll be able to go and claim that stuff for ourselves. But he's still sitting there. Probably because this fool's standing, gawking at him. I love how they just stand there like idiots, don't you? Now, what are you gonna do? Yeah, Fargoth is waiting for that other dude to mosey on off. This is actually incredibly well scripted for 2002. Yeah, this game is 23 years old. Oh, would you stop that? But once Fargoth gets out of there, then we can go and do. I mean, it's just like Tom Petty saying, the waiting is the hardest part. But why is that fool consistently just pacing back and forth and keeping Fargoth still? Why does it keep cutting back to me after a few seconds? That's annoying. Well, you know what? We're just gonna sit. We're gonna save. As you can see, Fargoth is just standing there in the muck. He's been in there for over an hour. Because this tool with the torch has just been wandering around like an idiot. And we're almost at midnight, and nobody has moved much except for this fool just wandering around. And this chick is still wandering around. Guys, it's bedtime. Go to bed. Seriously. You're about as subtle as a smack upside the head, idiot. Jeez. I know, it's not exciting watching this, but kind of got to get through this. For those who were kind of lost on Fargoth, is still right there. You see where my crosshairs is. That's where Fargoth is. And you got this Grumpus here who's still moseying around, although he seems to have ignored her. It's this idiot who's throwing off the works. I mean, he's looking at a pretty good view from here. You know what? I'm going to snag this lantern. One, we can use it in dungeons, and two, might hide us a little better. Ugh, for crying out loud. Guys, it's almost 1 a.m. The guards are one thing. They're supposed to be moseying around. They're guards, that's what they do. Yeah, she's wandering off. What the hell is he doing? Okay, this is getting stupid. I have never had this much of a problem with somebody standing around. We just got a what was that? That's reassuring. And Fargoth has been standing there for over 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. Because this idiot is just making everybody's life that much more miserable. Okay, you know what? I think we're going to leave it here. Video's starting to run a bit long. I'm going to get to the bottom of why this idiot is just hovering around, being an absolute git. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in and to help this channel grow. It's been Big Dave, the Middle-Aged Gamer. This is Morrowind. I'll see you all next time.